That was a great meal. I don't think I could eat another bite. After how much we ate yesterday, I'm surprised we're still able to pack away this much food. Well, you all have grown boys and girls, so eat up. Riding takes a lot of energy, so I'd say eating like this is normal after a day out on the plains. Would anyone like more? I should probably refrain. Is there any chicken left? We can wrap it in bamboo and take it with us. Who knows? Might need something to gnaw on while we're out here for the day. Okay. Let me help too. I'll pour leftover tea into some containers for you. Thanks. You feel too kind. You're guests. What kind of host would I be if we didn't treat you as such? Anyway, here's a grand list of the tasks. You'll be tending to today. Grand list. A grand list. Field study envelope June, our third day at a place. Granted, it is today because the first day initially to travel, but we got a lot of activities we're doing throughout the day. They get us to do a lot of activities. Some stuff through the afternoon, sometimes some stuff throughout the evening. Interesting. I wonder if the workload is just going to get heavier from now on. Probably. We'll see though. What have we got this time? Field study day 2. Assigned tasks. Oh, looks like just an optional one. Interesting. North Highland North Monster. A large unknown monster has been seen around the northern part of the Highlands. Must be exterminated at all costs. Monster details unknown. Location southwest area of the Northern Highlands near Cliff Edge, Locken. Okay. Also, hi everybody, how's it going? My name is Thamriyell. Welcome everybody to Legendary Heroes Tales of Cold Steel. We are back and continue the adventure, the journey of Class 7. I figured it couldn't hurt to give you fewer than yesterday. Feel free to take advantage of the extra time to do whatever strikes your fancy. Maybe go off the beaten path a bit. Understood. Thank you again for everything. Do you want to spend some time with your grandfather today, Alisa? Sounds like you weren't able to spend much with him yesterday. Gwen stayed in the elder's home yesterday, right? I imagine he thought he ought to be up around soon. We have no objection to complete the morning's task without you if you wish to spend more time with him. But... Locken, are you there? Elder? Yes, I'm here. What's going on? Something happened? Oh, good morning. Grandfather? Norton. Morning, everyone. Sorry to intrude. Judging by the looks on your faces, it seems not all is well. I'm afraid you're right. We received word from Zendergate just a short while ago. They say the Imperial's army watchtower has been attacked. Oh yeah, I remember the attack. Yeah, I remember that. So might want to check that out and investigate it then. What? Sounds like it all happened in the middle of the night. All that's last of it. And that's not the last of it either. Republican army base has been attacked too. This isn't going to be pretty. I wonder what exactly attacked the two locations. Oh, that doesn't bode well. 3rd Armored Division military airships. Republican Army 8th Air Division Aviation Regiment. Airborne Armored Division being sent out first as always at sea. I suppose it's only a matter of time before they give the order to the armored regiments too. Lieutenant General, I confirm the death also to the guards. Further 3 have sustained serious injuries, but have been able to stabilize their condition. I see. Have the medics see them the second they arrive. Yes, sir. Contact Xander Gate. Prepare the 3rd Armored Division for deployment. I want all armored vehicles ready to move before I return. Hey, you sure don't need us to help? I appreciate your willingness, but we'll be fine. We're used to procedures for moving the settlements in case of an emergency. Same goes for you guys. I assume you'll be heading to Xander Gate to learn more about the current situation from Lieutenant General Vander. Not as a citizen of Nord, but as a student of Thors Military Academy. I will. Will you be staying here, Grandfather? I will. Can't use the truck after all. Since I was here anyway, might as well do what I can to get the settlement ready to move. Alright, please take care of yourself. I'm sorry, Elder Larkin. I feel terrible that I can't help you when you need the most. You have your own job to do. There's no need to worry about us. May the blessings of the wind and the goddess be with you all. Take care. We will. Must make for the gate at once. Indeed. We need to find out as much as we can about what happened. Photographer Norton accompanied the party. Northern reaches of the North Highlands are temporarily inaccessible. Huh. So it seems we might not be able to even do much regarding the monster attack then, if I'm correct. Let me go through here, the quest here, make sure that I'm getting the quest properly here. It's just a minor side quest over for the North Monster in North Highlands. Unknown monster has been sent around northern part of the Highlands, southwest area of the Northern Highlands, so it should be up to the northern area, but we can't go there just yet. There's not much we can do with that right now, unfortunately. Ask about the monster, you probably should just in case. Excuse me, Larkin. I'd like to ask him questions about the monster you want us to exterminate. Sure, ask away. Well, it's not a required task. Can't hurt to know more about it just in case. In that case, we would like to know about the monster itself. Based on a request, it's type of monster no one has ever seen before. Yes, confirmed that as of this morning, in fact. Just its figure alone is a mystery. When I saw there was no ordinary monster, but a giant made of stone. A giant made of stone? That sounds remarkably similar to the golem from old fairy tales. Of legends of such a creature as well. Now that you mention it, that monster was strikingly similar to what's described in those stories. They're just bizarre. I got a bad feeling about this. Me too. You should probably get rid of it quickly before anything happens. That's exactly why I asked you. Why I decided to assign you this task. If you're going after it, head over to the southwest area of the Highlands Northern region. However, keep in mind that there's no need to force yourself should it prove to be more dangerous than anticipated. Got it. Thanks for the information, Dad. Either way, we should go and get a look at it ourselves, at least. We can decide what to do after that. Be careful out there. May the blessings of the winds and goddess be with you. Alright, well we can't go there just yet. We unfortunately cannot do much really in that particular area because it's kind of being, you know, closed off for us. The only place we can go to right now is the southern area to the gate. Let's just make sure we talk to everybody here, make sure we maybe don't miss out on a particular side quest. Moving north doesn't seem like the safe bet. Don't get too worked up about all this, guys. We know what you know that we used to doing this. Yeah, Gaius. He's probably worried about it. I mean, they are, you know, kind of on a border between the two nations, and if let's say one decides to fire, then the other one fires back, their people are just gonna be caught in the crossfire. It'd kind of be actually really tragic if you think about it. Well, we'll just go on for now. And apparently we had a member join us. He's actually gonna fight? He's not gonna fight. He's gonna be with us here. He's a photographer. Guess he's gonna be riding off with us to report on the news, take pictures. Run to the southwest region of the Highlands? Yeah, we'll do that. Not much we can do here. I guess we'll just go ahead and leave the people up to themselves. I'm really sorry to put you guys up to this. You already helped me out more than enough today. No problem. Don't sweat it. This must be the kind of breaking news that every photographer dreams of being in the scene for. Still, it bothers me. How is it possible that both the Empire and Republican base will attack at the same time? Do you think one attacked first and the other swiftly retaliated? No time to think about that right now. We need to hurry. We need to get to Zender Gate as fast as we can. Right. Oh, don't ride so roughly. Rough or not, we gotta get him to safety. First of all, we have his escort right now. We on to the southern gate. Anything we can see in particular here that I haven't seen before? Like, are there any major changes happening here? We probably need to... Okay, we're gonna have to get to Zender Gate. Also, I just realized from reading the comments, there is a chest at the very, very south here. This chest right here. Right here. This one. They're right in the focus of the video. I'm gonna swing by and actually try to get it real quick. Hopefully it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Let's go. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to dash, actually. How do we dash again? Oh, right bumper. There we go. Just gonna go ahead and dash by the chest, pick it up real quick, and then we can make our way over to Zender Gate. But I wonder what happened with the attacks. I partially get a vibe, right? Now, maybe this is, you know, kind of an easy tell, but I partially get a vibe that both the bases got attacked by a third party entirely. We don't have time right now to dilly-dally right now. Yeah, let's sort to Zender Gate. Oh, so it's not gonna let us go. Oh. Huh, so it's not gonna let us go to the chest. We have to get to the gate first before doing anything. Alright, sounds good. I guess we'll have to stop by the chest some other time, but I'll get to the Zendikate first.
That's one of the Imperial Army's airships.
This situation is looking worse by the minute.
We need to hurry.
Oh, there it is. I see it there.
Yeah!
I was wondering where the sound was coming from. There it is. Okay, let's go ahead and head over there. But yeah, regarding the attack, I'm definitely thinking it must be some sort of a wall. I guess we ran into a wall there. Sorry about that, horse. It must be some sort of a third party. Because I don't think one tower attacking the other one retaliated.
Those are armored cars from the Imperial Army.
Damn, this isn't looking good.
And I guess they're gonna be going on offensive. Ooh, they got the tanks rolling out here and everything. Oh, that's not good. Typically, I don't think they'll roll out tanks for this particular reason, but I mean, this is some heavy-duty stuff. I mean, those are giant, especially the one on the front is a huge, huge tank. Jesus. The one to the left of it looks like some sort of an artillery tank. Maybe it is. I don't know. I have no idea. The barrel kind of looks a little stubby. It makes me feel like it's designed for length rather than power. I don't know. Looks like the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division, and appears they're preparing for deployment. Thanks, everyone. Let me go see if I can get permission to start taking photographs. I wonder where Lieutenant General Vandridge could be. Need to find him so he can tell us what's going on here. Expect you might show up. Is that him? Yep, that's him. Lieutenant General, do you have some business to attend to elsewhere, sir? I thought I'd conduct another sweep of the area as a precaution. No, I'm on that now. You came in the perfect time. A freight train bound for Aurora departs 30 minutes from now. Once you all board the train, finish up your field studies as quickly as you can and return to the academy. What? But sir... Well, things ultimately depend on the actions of the Republican Army. The bottom line is that we may be hours away from armed conflict with the Calvary Republic. Calvary Republic? I'm getting the nations completely wrong. I've already informed everyone in the settlement. Did not relay the message to you? Be it as it may. We can't just turn tail to pretend none of this happened. Lieutenant General, have you established which side to attack first? Gaius. That's the central question here. Still under investigation. You have my assurance that Imperial Army did not attack, but did not make the first move, nor have we retaliated. However, our army's watchtower was destroyed, and several guards lost their lives. As the officer in charge of Zendikate, I have a duty to act. So there's really were fatalities. As presumed for the sake of argument, the damage sustained by the Republican Army's base was in fact deliberate sabotage by their own forces. How bad was the damage? Several of the facilities suffered major structural damage. The loss appeared to be a minimum equal to ours. Onset estimated them to be far greater. But they suffered even more damage than we did. Doesn't make any sense. I'm afraid we've long since past the point where leisurely discussing our possibilities was an option. I'll do all I can to avoid full-scale war, but prepare for the possibility of our conflict. I suspect they are all as well. But that just seems so wrong. That's your opinion, Lieutenant General. Will you at least allow me to a chance to investigate what happened on my own? Gaius? Investigate? On our own? As I'm sure you're aware, I know the Highlands like the back of my hand. When someone attempts to threaten a piece of my homeland, I won't rest until I've earned the truth behind what happened. You're serious? We'll do everything we can to help you. I think this falls within the scope of our field study too. No, wait. This is the people of Nord's problem. There's no reason for you all to stay here and risk getting caught in the crossfire. Classmate or friend is staying behind. Isn't that a reason enough? I'm a son of the House of Erebonia. I would never disgrace the honor of my family name by fleeing the face of danger. Besides, it seems like you people have done a lot for my grandfather. Gaius, do you remember what you said to us back at the Heimdallr station? The most important thing is that we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. Heh. Appears you've lost this one, Gaius. Lieutenant General, It's currently 10:05. I'll permit you until 12:30 to conduct your investigation. I'll do everything in my power to postpone any potential conflict until at least then. Thank you. Thank you, sir. If you haven't a moment to waste. If she be giving a visit in the watchtower that was attacked. That sounds like a good place to start.
Thank you. Really, I appreciate it more than you know.
It's no big deal, honestly. I agree with Elisa. We're classmates after all, and more than that, we're friends.
Well, this is clearly of great importance to you.
I know you want to protect your people, but that's not the only reason you're doing this, is it?
You got me. It ties back into why I accepted the Lieutenant General's recommendation and entered the Academy too. I'm sure each of you feels the same about your own homes, but I love this land with all my heart. The wind racing across the highlands, the vast mountain peaks, the clear blue of the sky, the breathtaking beauty of the rising sun, the melancholy of the sunset, the twinkling of the stars in the twilight. I love everything about this land of Nord. It's part of who I am.
Wow. I guess it hadn't sunk in how much Nord means to you.
I'm certainly attached to Ruhr, but I can't think of anyone else who would state their love for their homeland so poetically.
If you love it so much, why did you leave it behind? If you truly love Nord, if Nord is such a part of you, what is it that drove you to enroll in a military academy in a foreign land so far away?
I'm not surprised you'd find it strange. To be honest, I'm still not totally sure what compelled me to do it. Back when I was a kid, the Republican Army built a base in the Eastern Plains, and the Imperial Army responded in kind with their watchtower. It's made me more uneasy with every passing year. Years ago, a traveling priest from the Septian Church taught me all about the history of the continent. One thing that stood out to me was just how many lives have been lost during the conflicts between the major powers. Another major theme was just how profound of an impact the Orbital Revolution had on people's lives. Even the concepts of time and distance have changed so much. In effect, the Orbital Revolution shrunk the world. It made me realize a sad truth, one that kind of scares me even now, that there was no guarantee my homeland could stay at peace forever. That one day, it might be drawn into outsiders' conflicts and be occupied and redistricted into oblivion.
I can't believe you were thinking about such weighty things even as a kid.
So then, you joined the Academy in order to learn more about the outside world that posed a threat to your homeland?
Yeah, something along those lines. When I realized how afraid I was, I knew I couldn't close my eyes. I wanted to do something, anything, to protect this land. As luck would have it, I met the Lieutenant General. He's the one who told me about Thors Military Academy. One thing led to another, he offered me a recommendation, and before I knew it, I took him up on his offer. So there I was, green as grass, heading off to study abroad despite having no clue what life in the Empire was like. Thinking back on how it all came together, what you said is probably what I was thinking back then.
Honestly, I've yet to hear a student offer a more galvanizing reason than yours for enrolling at the Academy.
I have to agree. I don't know too many people who love their home so much that they'd leave it behind to find a way to protect it.
It's not a sentiment I can imagine many Erebonians feeling, that's for sure. But I think I finally understand. Elisa? Just an idle thought. But having heard Gaius pour his heart out to us, there's no way we can just walk away from this. Not after the people of Nord gave us such a warm welcome and treated us like family. Indeed, I couldn't have asked for more.
Agreed. We'll get to the bottom of what's going on here and stop Ward from breaking out.
Nord may not be our home, but it's still an important neighbor. I'll do what I can to aid you.
Thanks, all of you. Really, thank you.
You can see the shell damage everywhere. And I gotta say, this tower was really beat up. Like, extremely beat up. It's even worse than I feared. I confirmed casualties too. I don't think I've ever have to see anything like this. As students at Military Academy, things like this are always within the realm of possibility. Although I hardly expect my first sight to be such devastation to be the spark that ignites war in Calvert. This may be too much for students like us to handle. No. We've all been in situations that looked impossible before, haven't we? And every time we've come through, just have to stay calm and think. Sure, we could do something here too. You're right. True. We should focus on doing what we can. Whatever we decide to do, we need to get a better grasp on the situation. Yeah, let's find who's in charge and get the permission to start investigation. I see. Lieutenant General Vanders has given you permission. I see no reason to refuse. Thank you. However, I want to make it clear that armed conflict with Calvert could begin at any moment. Got our hands full of staying on guard for any potential threats from the east. Permit you to speak with the soldiers here, but don't get in the way of doing their duties. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. Probably because I just woke up, started recording this. I'm sorry. Still getting the brain functioning properly. Understood. Okay, let's get started. Should start by speaking with the soldiers assessing the damage. Seems wise. We gather all the information, we just start piecing it all together. Right, let's go. Like I said, I still got a vibe that there's some sort of third-party involvement happening here.
It's my turn.
Oh wait, sorry, I forgot I'm not using OBS,
It's
my bad.
turn.
Alright, here we go!
I'm so used to streaming, I have like an entire set of keys on the side. I have one of those like Razer keyboards that has like buttons on the side, 5 buttons on the side, macro buttons, and I set it for OBS so that when I stream it, I can change scenes to be like show gameplay, then show gameplay with my face there, then I'll show primarily face with gameplay on the side, stuff like that. So that's what I got used to. Whoops, my bad. Oh, was not used to that. Anyway, what I think is going on here in particular, what I think exactly what happened, is a third party must have attacked, because it seems like the gunfire, or the at least the shells, when we saw the skid between the two soldiers staying up at the tower, they didn't come from direction of the base. It seems like they were going from a flank here. It seems there might have been an attack from a side here, maybe through the forest or something, or over the hills of some sort. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think they were actually, like, it didn't seem like the projectiles fire back and forth at each other. At least from my opinion. Let's talk to this soldier over here. There you go. Roan, why'd you go die on me? Zats. You seem pretty down. Can't say I don't understand how he feels though. He was right when the shifts changed. Roan came out to relieve me. I was chatting with him like always. That's when the first shells hit us. Must have been around 3 in the morning. So they started around 3 then. Right in the middle of the night. I was on lookout. Should have noticed something was off, but the explosion completely took me by surprise. I was sure nothing would have even happened out there. But something actually did. I was totally useless. If I'd just paid a bit more attention, been a better soldier, Rome might still be with us now. It's not your fault. None of us could have predicted that something like this would have happened. You can hardly blame yourself for lack of vigilance after being stationed in a peaceful area for like this for so long. An attack in the dead of night, no any guard will be down. I wonder if it's really was the Republican army doing all that. We need more information before we can say for sure. No, I don't think it was them. That was something else that happened before we came out to attack. Heard an explosion coming from the Republican army base. When we looked, we saw smoke pouring from it. What? We knew both bases were attacked, but if both attacks will happen around the same time? If that's so, it's unlikely that either army was responsible. Who is responsible then? We should keep it in mind as we piece things together. See? Told ya. They both got attacked, but it seems like the projectiles didn't even come from the base alone. And I'm pretty sure that our guys didn't attack the base whatsoever. There's some shell over here. Let's check on that. Huh? What's this? What's up, Lisa? Is there something unusual about that scrap metal? I knew it. Some mortar shell manufactured by Reinford Company. Are you sure? Wait, Reinford Company? Yeah, I've seen it before in the assembly line. The only couple models capable of firing this kind of shell. It was suggested the mortar used by to fire it was also made by the Reinford Company. But if you assume that's true, it seems much less likely that the Republic was responsible. True. Why would the Republican army use weapons made in the Empire? It doesn't make much sense to me. Even if we account for deception, it seems unlikely that Calvert would go this far to consider their involvement. Though considering the stakes, we can entirely rule out the possibility. Still, it might prove to be an important clue to solving the mystery. So they got Reinford shells firing at the base. Empire-owned shells. So it's like, almost like Empire attacked itself. Now that I think about it, there could be a possibility, a realm of possibility for 2 or more third-party groups working in the background using the armaments of the nation. Maybe, or each other's nations? Perhaps, perchance? Definitely some sort of third-party involvement is happening here. Let's go check out over the barricade. This is awful. It really is. Looks like they got hit hard. To think there were casualties. You know the Imperial Army isn't going to sit and twiddle their thumbs after suffering an attack like this. They're the image up to uphold after all. Hey, looks like most of the damage is concealed on the southern side of the building. Think whoever carried out the attack could have done it from the highlands? It seems very likely. But where in the plains could they launch an attack like that from? Well, the highlands are incredibly vast. You need some kind of a clue to even know where to start looking. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to find something here that'll point us to the right direction. So the attack happened on the southern side, and what we're doing right now is overlooking the eastern side. But it seems like most of the damage came from the south. So I'm betting your bottom dollar that the attack probably came from over the ridgeline over there somewhere, or from the forest. One or the other. Definitely majority of the projectile was fired from the southern side rather than the eastern side. Because then we would see the eastern side take a lot more damage than the southern side. So you can see a lot more damage is on the southern side though. Let's go over here. Talk to this guy over here. Not sure who that is again. How's the situation with the Republican Army? Looks like they're really hustling over there. Confirm the number of armored vehicles entering the exiting of the area. Heard the base got hit pretty bad too. Even from here, it looks that way. Lieutenant General said that the Republican base got hit at least as hard as a watchtower, if not harder. But we believe they were responsible for that as well. Need an excuse to attack us. That sure as hell looks like one. Do you really think it's true? How much damage seems awfully excessive. They probably just got overzealous with their explosives. Doesn't make much difference either way. They're blazing enough to attack us, blow them back across the border. Soldiers here seem to have their doubts. But without any hard evidence, we're not going to be able to convince them of anything. We should consider the possibility that this was a deliberate act of sabotage by coward forces. Think all that's the info we can gather here. Think so too. Now we need to analyze what we learned. First, we should establish a good picture of what was happening when the attack occurred. It seemed like the best place to start. So first of all, what time did the actual attack on the watchtower happen? It would happen at 3 AM. Definitely. It was 3 AM. Yes, that's what the guard told us. That wasn't all that was going on then. That's right, Republican Army base also came under attack. According to the Lieutenant General, they suffered even greater damage than what happened here. See if we can safely discount the possibility the Republican Army bombed their own forces then. There's no evidence that the Imperial Army launched an attack either. All we know is that both attacks happened, and both sides took heavy damage. However, as Elisa said, we have no evidence to suggest that either side was responsible. If he had said that as a fact, the most likely scenario is that the responsibility lies within another party entirely. That's what I was thinking. Eustace is on board with this. Eustace knows what's up. So you think a third party is working behind the scenes to provoke both countries into starting a war? Tensions between the Empire and the Republic is always high. Compared to the other areas of similar political value, Nord Highlands have always been peaceful. You can conceive no reason either country would have decided to break the peace last night. I agree. If anything, it seems that negatives would outweigh the positives for both parties. If this were Crossbell, it might be a different story, but here... Now that you mention it, we found something else odd about the attack with the watchtower, didn't we? Something that seemed to point to a third party's involvement. Something else odd about the attack on the watchtower. I bet she's referring to this. The time it happened, the weapons used, the area that was damaged, the weapon that was used. You're talking about the mortars used for the attack, right? Exactly. Looks like the orbital mortars were used for the attack in the old Rainford Company model. And I, for one, find it pretty unlikely the Republican Army is packing Erebonia weapons. Indeed, I have little reason to be, considering the Republic has its own major orbital technology manufacturer. The Verne Company, as I recall. Yeah, the Verne Company is responsible for manufacturing most of the arms used by the Republican Party. Or Republican... Wait, did I say Republican Party? I don't know. I meant the Republican... Jesus. I'm reading too fast. I'm reading way too fast. I need to slow down. Then there's the fact that the mortar used here is old. Imperial Army hasn't used this mortar model for years. Hard military surplus sometimes makes its way to the black market and ends up in the hands of mercenaries. Not only that, it seems unlikely that either army chose to use it to cover the tracks. quiet. However, there's a far more pressing question we need to answer. What do you mean? I know where you're going. We need to know when the attack was launched from in the first place. That's going to be difficult to work out. Without a lot of detail, a lot of speculations as far as Fanad. If we intend to avert a war, we need to need more than speculation, but inclusive evidence. Agreed. The highlands are far too vast to just strike out and search blindly, especially with the Lieutenant General's deadline rapidly approaching. Actually, I have to start a search blind. If Felice and guys will lend me a hand, I may be able to help. Huh? What do you have in mind? If I can factor the location of the damage together with the speed of trajectory of the mortar shells, and then take into account the highlands' winds, I may be able to estimate the area from which the mortar was fired. Potentially, anyway. Are you serious? It sounds easier said than done. I'll do whatever I can. Are you familiar with the specifics of the shell that was used? I think so. It's an old model, but I should be able to give you some rough data. That'd be plenty. Anyway, let's have another look at those damaged areas and start our calculation. Please come with me, everyone. Right. Oh, crap! Oh my god! Emma! Our girl Emma is gonna try to triangulate, try to see CSI Miami reverse triangulate the projectile fire, or where it could have possibly came from, accounting the wind, the weight of the shell, and the damage caused. Interesting. And we got extra EP for answering questions correctly. Alright, I think I've calculated a rough location. I believe the mortar was fired from a location to the south of here. Using a map of reference point, means it was likely launched from somewhere in this area. According to my calculations, the launch site shouldn't be too far from here. Wow, I can't believe you managed to work that out. That's well beyond the level of mathematics we cover in class. I'll enjoy watching Regnitz really sweat out trying to best you on next midterm. Just a little applied physics. Couldn't have done it without Lisa and Gauss's help. Looks like we've got a nice big piece of puzzle right in our hands. Sure seems like it. Let's take off and start looking. Right. So we gotta head over south a little bit to see if we can find something. Rean and others reported the findings to the soldiers in charge and asked them to relay the intel to Zenda Gate. Afterwards, let's set on horseback to begin the search.